I think others are yet to join. Principal Dr. S.K. Behel, distinguished speakers, and my dear Indians. It's a matter of honor to me to be speaking to an elite section of Indians. Formalities cut there. Gentlemen, I'll start off. Life is a flow. And it's a flow, I'll explain by saying, have you people calculated ever that 66,000 Indians are born every day? Let's also calculate about 26,000 Indians perish every day. Now, to put them together, about 40,000 Indians are added to our national population every day. Anybody on statistics, don't go little plus minuses. That's the approximate figures. And when we talk of opportunities, tell me, can these 40,000 can ever get same treatment, same opportunities, same possibilities? Their ambitions may be same, their aims may be same, but in a 140 crore population, can they ever, by any imagination, under the foreseeable time, get same opportunities? There'll be a little child in the Tata's family, Adani's house, and a child born to my domestic helper maid's house. Aims may be same, purpose may be same, opportunities can't be same. Then what makes the difference? There is the elite young generation here, you youth, passed your NEET exams, that's how you're here. How many could really appear? How many could really get the coaching for it? But yet, some of you have made it, and that's brought you here. That takes me to yet another thought. And that thought is, in this big word, and I'll then come to our nation, Bharat. There are people who have made difference. Who are the biggest people who have made difference? Largest of all, biggest impact into humanity as a whole. Let's start off 9,000 years back. Ramachandra ji made some history. That's how we remember him till today. Oh, temple ban raha, ye ban raha, sab ho raha. Billions and billions of people recall him. 5,000 years back, Sri Krishna. Come further into history, and we recall the Mahatma Buddha, Buddhism, Jainism, 2,600 years back. Then comes the Christianity, 2,025 years back. Come further, Hazrat Muhammad Sahib, 1,500 years. Sikhism, Nanak Dev Ji, 5,500 years back. What was that? They were also part of this population. Why have they sustained their name? their reputation, their influence, their example, their character, their charisma, which lives from that era to now. And what happens to the trillions and trillions who are born in that flow of a river where we don't even remember how many drops and mugs and buckets of them came from the mountains and went down the sea. What's that? This one thing, just one thing which I see in common. These people didn't live comfortable lives. Neither Ramchandra ji, born in a royal palace to a very mighty emperor of those days, and lived in jungles. Krishna, again born in a royal family, but born in a jail, separated from parents, and cattle grazing was his initial occupation. Each one of them, Jainism, Buddhism, Mahavira ji and Gautam Buddha, born into the royal places, left those comforts, walked out to experiment with truth, and ended up, and they are still. Today we have so many followers and worshippers. What did these people do? Why were they different? Why are they remembered? Why are they recalled? Why are they followed? Why are they worshipped? And why are they examples in the whole world to a large sect of society? We fortunate Indians have influence of all of them, each one of them. Look further then, if we have noticed that they have all lived very troubled, difficult lives. So it's not the luxury, it's not the comfort, it's not the royal palace, it is not your alishan parentage, the royal blood and royal blue, nothing. They all walked out of that. But thereafter, they were in a search of a truth. They found it. Come into a later era, even now, easily recallable names like Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi ji. Think of Subhash Bose, think of APJ Kalam. Modest beginning, yet achievements. But one thing, gentlemen, ladies, young youth, was common in them all. एक जज्बा लेकर चले थे, एक मॉडल बनाया, आइडियल बनाया, and लग गए. I think that's something which the youth must today pick up. And opportunity will never be same. They cannot be same. Your jazba has to be the same. Your spirit has to be same. Your go-go has to be the same. Your endurance has to be the same. Your will to do it and do it up must be the same, and path opens. Through those difficulties, through those so-called impossibilities, you create a pathway. Your path is not what you follow, is what billions and trillions follow the path you take. When we see these gentlemen and we see all this, and we see their influence in the society, let us also see what these gentlemen left behind. Few more things which are common in them all. truth is one. Sincerity of purpose is another. Honesty is another. Not to give up, never to give up, never say die. That spirit is yet another. No cheating, no accumulation, no self-centered attitudes, because all of them worked for the society selflessly. And let me tell you, with my little experience, being young at 84, I was telling Sandhya just now, at my young age of 84, all what little I could accumulate, they were the guys who decided not to give up. Not to give up, not only in whatever they are doing, not to give up on this path of honesty, on this path of sincerity, on this path of selflessness, on this path of no self-centered grabbing of this, that and that, but to give to the society, give back. Sow into the society for posterity. So giving from whatever you can. Most of us eat fruits from plants sown by people other than themselves. वो आम लगा कर गया दादू and चाचू and फलाना, वो फल खाते हम. What we have to sow into the society, including this idea, which I am trying to sow into all your minds, is sow something for the posterity, and those who worked with this will realize that these principles of truthfulness, honesty, sincerity, resilience, hard work are not out of fashion. They are as relevant today as they were relevant 9,000 years back, 5,000 years back, 1,500 years back, 500 years back, and till Kalam Sahab and thereafter till today. None of these things is out of fashion, applicable to me, applicable to anyone who wants to be away from that trillions and trillions born by thousands and thousands per day and getting perished at same rate or half that rate. So if you have to achieve something, you got to basically work on these principles. I'm from an era when such things were not between us. Vedas are today known, remembered, surviving, read and followed without print material. वो जो लिखा था भोजपत्र पे, all that was burned. Some at Texala, and then it is alive today by a theory called Shruti and Smriti. You heard, you remembered, and Vacha, and you talked back. Heard, registered, spoken back, and soared back into the society. And today, what I am talking to you, without all these excellent aids brought about, and that speakers will be talking about artificial intelligence added into it, infotechnology and added to it. They are excellent improvements, bringing some insurance papers. I put them along with that. He had a letter to his Begum. I couldn't read Urdu. I got it read. Normal. Husband, wife, affectionate love letter. Packed all those things. Handed over to those people who had come to collect his body. And I saw his remains being carried away. Stood saluting him. Oh, brave guy. Wish we met anywhere else other than this battlefield. Now, this is the jazba. This is the human respect which you have to keep for each other as every profession. Doctor to a doctor, doctor to an engineer, engineer to doctor, no matter what field you are. Prime is the humanity, prime is your dutifulness, prime is your action, your work, and what are you giving back to the society. Gentlemen, reminded, and ladies and gentlemen, yet another incident. Post-war I had to give a very difficult duty. I had to take the remains of a colleague of mine, his cap, his baton, his boots, his uniform, blood smothered, and blood, when it dries up, it stinks. Bullet holes. I went to a place ahead of Chandigarh, Kharad, and a village inside. His mother had lost her eyes. And as I was climbing the stairs, she said, "Jitta aa gaya." With those heavy ammunition boots as I was climbing up. His daughter-in-law trying to hold her. "नहीं माँ, जित्ते ने कित्थों आना है?" "नहीं, जित्ते दे पैरें दी आवाज़ है." So I went and she held me, hugged me, felt my face, mustache पर हाथ लगा, कि देख पियोलिया मुच्छा जितना ही है. Dear friends, I could never tell him I am not जिता. जिता तो जीता नहीं है, जो जीता है वो जिता नहीं है. And that was the soldierly love. That's the love I recommend in every profession to each one of you. I think there is a signal for time. I'll leave it at that, reminding you once again, लग जाओ, जुड़ जाओ, टूट कर पड़ जाओ. हिम्मत नहीं हारना. Achieve the unachievable because there is nothing unachievable. Jai Hind.